With remote slowly becoming the new standard for tech employers and 22-year-olds getting $325,000 starting with no experience, the past fall recruiting season for tech companies has been transformative to say the least, and will have crazy long-term impacts. Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to your tech industry information repo. There are a lot of tech companies out there and many more stories about how much people are getting paid. So I went ahead and created this video rundown of the highest paying software engineering jobs. In order to do this right, I had to set up some ground rules. I'm going to limit the universe of reported salaries to software companies that have a consumer-facing business or serve some other businesses with software as their primary function. No financial firms either. I'm going to cover them in a specific video later on. I'm also assuming that the new hires have no full-time work experience and are being hired at an entry-level position and don't have any sort of advanced education, basically filtering out all the PhD specialty hires for computer vision and stuff like that. Even with these restrictive boundaries, the amount of opportunities out there are endless, and random anecdotes of insane fortune on the internet are not hard to find. So in order for this list to be useful at all as a gauge of what a normal person can get if they work hard, I'm going to limit the sources of the list to those that require verification of the numbers with a W-2 or something similar. Also required to get on my list is a wealth of information related to the compensation package structure, how much stock or bonus, and the amount granted over a typical vesting schedule. Keep in mind the salaries I'm quoting here are most probably post-negotiation and are going to be significantly higher than the average offer at these companies. I'm focusing specifically in on the highest instances of new grad salaries because I want this info to be more inspiring to people out there who are trying to break into industry and may not come from a traditional background and are willing to apply themselves in order to get great paying jobs, as well as those who are already in industry but are just unaware of how lucrative some of these opportunities at some of these companies truly are and what top of the market salaries really look like. So now that we have all of these restrictions on our search, let's try to see how high these total compensation packages go. Right away, starting off with a bang, we have an offer from Facebook, now calling themselves Meta, coming in at number 5. The Zuck is widely known for paying top of market average salaries for new grad software engineers with no prior experience. They also have roles for people with no degree at all. This particular compensation package comes in at a base salary of $129,000, with an additional award of restricted stock units with an approximate value of $220,000 vesting over a period of 4 years. This puts the total compensation package value at $259,000 in year 1. The person who got this offer, we have to remember, had no experience and was working in industry for the first time. There are Facebook salaries that can go even higher, but the biggest sign-on bonuses are reserved for returning interns who do very well, and I'll cover this specific situation later. This offer was for a role in Menlo Park, where the location of Facebook's headquarters are. Most open roles at Facebook are going to be based here, since this is where the majority of Facebook engineering teams are at. Coming in at number 4, I found a Google offer that edges out Facebook just slightly in terms of total compensation, and there are significant differences in the offer structure itself, so let's dive into it. We have a base salary of $175,000 with an additional award of restricted stock units with an approximate value of $300,000 vesting over a period of 4 years, putting the value of the stock grant at $75,000 per year and a one-time $10,000 signing bonus. This puts the total compensation package value at $260,000 in year 1. No experience for this software engineering role either, but this offer is right up there at the top of what Google can possibly offer for this engineering role. So I can tell you with a fair amount of confidence, this person drove a real hard bargain, negotiating with other offers that paid just as much, if not more, from other companies. This particular offer is for a role in the New York City office, but the majority of Google roles are going to be located in Mountain View, California, where Google's parent company, Alphabet, has their massive corporate headquarters called the Googleplex. The next company, surprisingly, is LinkedIn. Yes, LinkedIn is comfortably beating out both Google and Facebook for the number 3 spot on this list, with a base salary of $195,000, with an additional stock award of restricted stock units with an approximate value of $200,000 vesting over a period of 4 years, putting the value of the stock grant at $50,000 per year, and a one-time $30,000 signing bonus. This puts the total compensation package value at $275,000 in year 1. This particular offer was for a new grad full stack role in Sunnyvale, California, where LinkedIn's global headquarters are located. This person, you guessed it, also has no full-time experience. Now, if you thought the salaries so far were insane, we still haven't covered the top 2 salaries on this list, and at number 2 we have Stripe. Stripe pays a base salary of $134,000, and when compared to the compensation packages we previously mentioned, sounds a lot like we took a step back, right? Wrong. Stripe offers an additional award of restricted stock units with an approximate value of $316,000, vesting over a period of 4 years, putting the stock grant at a value of $79,000 per year and a one-time $83,000 bonus on signing the dotted line. This puts the Stripe total compensation package value at $297,000 in year 1, which is ridiculous. But it is still not the number 1 spot, which is locked up by Netflix for a front-end engineering role on this list. Now, Netflix is a bit special, not only because it occupies the top spot on the incarnation of this list, but because the total compensation package for Netflix doesn't include any stock. Most salary is paid out in cold, hard cash. If they want Netflix stock, employees have to buy it, like everyone else. So why is a company that pays no stock at the top of my list? Well, because the base salary for Netflix comes in at a blistering $315,000 with a one-time $10,000 signing bonus. That brings the total compensation package to $325,000, not just for year 1, but recurring. Now that is crazy. And guys, we have to remember, this was offered to a person with no experience, which is very new for the streaming service, which used to kind of be famous for only hiring senior engineers. All of that just changed this past recruiting season, and there now exists new grad positions at Netflix, and one of the lucky few who just applied bagged that ridiculous salary. Kind of a whole new meaning to Netflix and chill now. Anyway, that's it from me. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.